Screaming children.
Screaming children. Letter B, Carla.
Yes. A satisfied customer.
Okay. Olin, next.
A disgusting meal.
Then Sandra.
A confused explanation.
A confused explanation.
Yeah.
Okay. An explanation that was confused. Yeah. Who was confused? The explanation or the person who heard that explanation?
The person.
So,
Just a confusing explanation.
exactly, a confusing explanation, because the explanation provoked confusion. It was not confused, it provoked confusion. Letter E, Jessica.
A cake loading with calories.
Could you speak a little bit louder, because I could hardly understand what you said.
Okay. A cake loading with calories.
A cake loading with calories. Okay. The cake that was loaded with calories. ¿No sería más lógico así? ¿O tú lo quieres así?
No.
Así. O sea, ¿el pastel estaba cargando las calorías o estaba cargado de calorías?
Cargado.
Entonces,
Loaded.
pues entonces dime la correcta ya.
Okay. A cake loaded with calories.
So remember that when you are not sure, you can reconstruct a relative clause. A cake that was loading or was loaded with calories, and then you check what you imagine.
Okay.
F, Marielle.
A house in an exposed position.
Are you asking me or are you sure?
I'm not really sure.
Try to impress me, please.
Okay. No, a house in an exposing position.
Exposed?
Exposing.
Yeah. Exposing position.
Yes.
Tradúcelo.
Una casa en una posición de...
No le pongas preposición porque entonces ya estás haciendo en una posición como expuesta o exponente.
No, expuesta. No, sería
entonces
a house in an exposed position.
Así funciona esto. Solo hay uno, de todos los que vamos a ver, solo hay uno aquí que es excepción.
Okay.
So, house in an exposed position. Then, Zaire.
Okay. A conceding person.
A conceding person. Do you know what this kind of person is?
Nope.
It's a little bit like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Engreído.
Exacto. Entonces no es engreíente, sino engreído, ¿no?
Okay, yeah.
O sea.
A conceited person.
A conceited person. A ver, acuérdense, no le cambien aquí la pronunciación. Estas letras Ajá, por ejemplo, en este verbo se pronuncian believe. Pero estas mismas letras no se permiten cuando la letra que las precede es una C. Ujú. Tengo que cambiar las letras, pero la pronunciación es la misma. Receive, no es reside. Y lo mismo pasa aquí, pero tengo una C. Entonces tengo que decir consider. Consider. So repeat.
A conceited person.
A considered person. Then, fair. Next.
A frightening film.
A frightening film. Odette, letter I,
An exhausting walk.
an exhausting walk. Letter J, Larissa.
Disappointing exam results.
Okay. Then Monse. K.
A boring exercise.
Thank you. Gabrielle. L.
A tired journey.
Oops. Who was tired? The person?
Oh, yes. Okay, I got it. It was a journey that was tired.
Ajá. En español así hablamos, pero aquí sí el español no nos va a ayudar. ¿Alguno de ustedes habla portugués? ¿No?
No.
No. Pues en portugués sí hay la diferencia. O sea, esta caminata, o sea, la persona está cansada, ¿no? Pero porque la caminata fue cansativa. O sea, en español no tenemos diferencia. La caminata fue cansada y la persona está cansada, pero en inglés hay una diferencia. ¿Quién provocó el cansancio, la persona o la caminata?
La caminata.
Si lo provocó, entonces es activa. So you need
ing. So
form,
it is a tiring journey.
a tiring journey, because it provokes tiredness. Then, Ignacio, letter M.
An unexpected surprise.
An unexpected surprise. Mildred, N.
Disturbing news.
Disturbing news. Victoria,
A thrilling story.
a thrilling story. Manuel,
A relaxing holiday.
a relaxing holiday. Victor, next. Q.
A blocked nose.
Block. Pronunciation blocked.
Block.
One more time.
A blocked nose.
Blocked nose. Okay. Hugo, well, if you are speaking from the point of view of the salesperson, maybe a disappointing customer. You expected to sell something and you couldn't. But from the point of view of the customer himself, what is a disappointed customer, not customer? O sea, porque ustedes pronuncian como si estuviera escrito así, customer, no, es customer. No, Q es como si estuviera escrito así. Esto es customer, no customer. No es co, es customer. No es diptongo, no es co. A ver, ¿cómo dices esto? ¿Voy a un qué? Bueno, yo creo que dirías un pub, pero dices pub. Bueno, es pub. Ajá. ¿Cómo dices esto en inglés? ¿Qué? Bus. Pues no, te informo que es un bus. No es bus. O sea, porque lo pronuncias como si estuviera escrito así, bus, pu. No, ¿qué es esto? No. Este es un sonido que está flotando en una representación. O sea, más o menos, esta es nuestra nariz, nuestros labios, la mejilla, nuestros dientes. Y este está flotando aquí. No es una como casi A, casi O, casi U. O sea, es un sonido que está en medio flotando en la boca. Hay que relajar y poner canal de muy flojo. Entonces, eso es, customer, customer. Es así, es pub, boss, customer. So give me the answer again. Good. All right. So, letter S, Lucero.
Children.
I couldn't quite hear the beginning. Can you repeat?
Yes. Well-behaved children.
Well-behaved. You don't pronounce behave. Well-behaved children. Good. And finally, Abigail.
A promising start.
A promising start. Good. Well, so now, hold on a second. Oops. I am going to publish this material in your Google Classroom so that you can go and search it. Let me tell you what it is. Where is it? So if you go to your Google Classroom, under the section relative clauses, you have a material called headway, participles and participial phrases.
Yes.
So there you will find exactly this exercise that we have just done. So now that you know the answers, okay, now you can write your answers. So I am going to give you 2 minutes to complete this quickly. Go ahead. Only the first exercise.
Teacher, I don't know, but I think we can get into the groups. We are all here.
Yes, you are there. I didn't give you groups. I only gave you 2 minutes to do the exercise. That was all. But I didn't say you compare with anybody, no?
Okay, I'm sorry.
You are here and that's the idea. So I suppose everybody has finished.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there any question?
No.
No.
No? Okay. So let's continue. So now we have the participles in context as part of a relative clause, and you are going to try to do this orally again. So you don't have to rewrite. We are going to do this orally. So we have the example. Can you see the woman who's dressed in red and sitting in the corner? And this is the woman dressed in red sitting in the corner. Well, people who live in blocks of flats often complain of loneliness. Laura.
Yes. People lived in blocks on flats often complain of loneliness.
Lived. Does everybody agree?
No.
No.
Is this active or passive voice?
Active.
Active.
So we need the active participle, Laura.
Okay. The people living in blocks.
Ajá. Acuérdense que estas son las que no se pueden traducir directo en español. Yo no puedo traducir la gente viviendo en edificio. No, suena horrible. Tengo que reconstruir la relative clause. So, say it again, please.
People living in blocks of flats often complain of loneliness.
Okay. Letter B. Letters that are posted before 5 p.m. should arrive the next day. Noemi?
Letters posted before 5 p.m. should arrive the next day.
Thank you. The train that is standing on platform 5 is for Manchester. Carla?
The train is standing on platform 5 is for Manchester.
Manchester. Believe it or not. Then, firemen have rescued passengers who were trapped in the accident. Pauline?
Firemen have rescued passengers trapped in the accident.
Okay. That it took workmen days to clear the leader that was dropped out. Sandra?
It took workmen day to clear up the leader, dropped by the crowd.
Okay. ¿Cómo estuvo aquí? ¿Qué pasó aquí?
It took workmen days to clear up the leader, dropped by the crowd.
Ajá. No suena esta, es dropped by the crowds.
Dropped by the crowd.
By the crowds. Jessica, they live in a lovely house that overlooks the River Thames.
They live in a lovely house overlooking the River Thames.
Are you there, Jessica?
Yes, hi. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hear us, teacher?
Yes.
Yeah, we can, but I think.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
Professor,
Can
you hear us?
I can hear you, yes.
Hi, can you hear me, Professor?
Yes, I can.
Okay. They live in a lovely house that, they live in a lovely house overlooking the river Thames.
Okay. So, I am going to stop sharing my screen. And again, I'm going to give you, since in this case you have to write a little bit more, I am going to give you 3 minutes to write all the answers to the exercise that we just checked orally. Go ahead.
Los arañas, ¿verdad? No debe estar. Mira, ¿y ese araño qué?
Sí. Pero fue por accidente.
¿Qué tienes clases?
Sí. Lees mal. Ya te lo había dicho.
Ah, no, sí, hijo, pero en las otras.
Ah, quién sabe.
Okay. Could you finish?
Yes. Yes.
Any questions?
No.
No? Okay, so for homework, what you will have to do, let me show you. In this file, you remember it, it's called ASAR 1315, reducing adjective clauses. We have the explanation, and then you did this exercise 33. You remember that?
Yes.
Well, so homework is exercise 34. This is the homework. Okay? So
Okay, teacher.
It's a little bit long, huh? And it's get more complicated little by little. Well, so oh. What should I do? Well, so we are going to review adverb clauses now to refresh things that we already know, but with a little bit of a different perspective. Very early in the course, we studied logical connectors, remember? Coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, conjunctive adverbs, prepositions. Now, this material is in particular about subordinating conjunctions. So let's see. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Here.
Well, apparently I was kicked out. Let's see if I can show you. Well, let me stop the video and let's see if I can share you my presentation, which is what I wanted. Okay, let's stop my video. Okay, so you can see the presentation?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
So I'm going to ask you to read. Maria, can you read?
Yes, yes, you can dance.
Are you asking?
No, sorry. Yes, you can dance.
Continue.
Never feel like a stiff penguin on the dance floor again. Or worse, like a clumsy monster. Do I continue reading?
Please do.
We will teach you all the slick moves of tango and many other dances. When you start dancing, your life will change forever.
So we start observing here an adverb clause and with a comma because it's at the beginning, okay? Continue, Sayer. Adverb.
Other clauses are dependent clauses.
But from the very beginning, from the title.
Okay. Other clauses 1. Other clauses are dependent clauses. They answer the question how, when, where, or why.
Or we also know other questions like although what, or if what, things like that.
We are getting swing dance lessons because we want to look good on the dance floor.
So all this is the adverb clause, and we recognize the subordinating conjunction. Please, sir.
I'm going to get swing dance lessons when I'm big.
We recognize the adverb clause, and we recognize the present. Remember what we have said several times?
Yes.
Talking about future?
Talking about the future, we need the present. Okay. Share from the title.
Adverb clauses 2. Adverb clauses begin with subordinating conjunctions, also called subordinating adverbs.
Well, this is new to me. Okay. So read, please.
Examples: because, although, if, when, while, only if.
How did you pronounce this one?
Although.
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 Although. It's like father, although. So these are examples of subordinating conjunctions. We know most of this, except probably this one that is not in the chart. Then, Odette, continue.
She has problems with her internet.
Connection. Oh, sorry. Larissa.
Adverb clause 3. A comma is necessary only if an adverb clause precedes a main clause. Adverb clauses might precede or follow a main clause.
How did you pronounce this?
May.
So read again.
May.
Yes, but read everything again. The sentence. Adverb.
Adverb clauses may precede or follow a main clause.
So this is what we know, that when it is at the beginning, as a complement of time, reason, concession, etc., you need a comma. So, read, please.
No comma. We're singing up for dance lessons.
No singing, no, signing.
Oh, yeah, sorry. No comma. We're signing up for dance lessons since dancing is a great way to relieve stress.
In this case, the complement, this is the subject, this is the verb, this is the object, and this is the complement. So the complement is in the normal position. We don't need comma for that reason.
Comma. Oh, do I continue?
Yes, please.
Okay, comma. Since dancing is a great way to relieve stress, we're signing up for dance lessons.
So now we have the complement in initial position, and for that reason, we have a comma. We have this configuration. It's something that we already know. All right, Monse.
Yes, be careful. In future time clauses, use will and be going to in the main clause, but not in the dependent clause.
Please?
Sorry. I continue?
Please do.
They are going to get tango lessons because they want to stand out on the dance floor.
So this one is in present. This is the main clause. And this is the adverb clause of reason. And we don't use future in the dependent clause. So this is the future, and this is the present. Well, so now we have an exercise. So prepare your notebook so that you can write. You have to form sentences with main clauses preceding and following the adverb clauses. That is, you have to write the two versions with the complement in initial position and the complement in final position. So you have two sentences and they are giving you the connector you have to use, the subordinating clause, conjunction you have to use. So please write your version. In a moment I will be asking. Okay, Gabriel, what is your sentence?
Sorry, teacher. I wrote, I plan to take dance lessons, I plan to take dance lessons because I want to have more fun in my life.
That is with the complement at the end, no yes. Comma. And now the version with comma?
With comma, it would be because I want to have more fun in my life, comma, I plan to take dance lessons.
Okay. So here we have what you should have written. Okay. So now we have these two ideas and the connector suggested is if. Please, everybody write, and in a moment I will say who is going to give me the answer. Write your answers, please. Remember, you have to produce two versions. Okay, Ignacio.
He gets more enjoyment out of his social life. No, sorry. If he gets more enjoyment out of his social life, comma, he will be a happier person.
And the version with that comma?
He gets more enjoyment out of his social life. No, sorry. He will be a happier person if he gets more enjoyment out of his social life.
Okay. So this is what you said, just in the opposite order. Then I'm going to give you the last example in this practice one. You have two ideas and you have the subordinating conjunction suggested. Everybody writes your answer and I will pick. Okay, Mildred, please.
Okay. They're going to feel at ease dancing when they overcome their shyness.
And the other version?
When they overcome their shyness, they're going to feel at ease dancing.
Which of the two has a common?
The second one.
Let's see. Okay, so remember that in the subordinate clause, we cannot use future. We have to change to present. Did everybody remember that?
Yes.
I hope so. Let's continue. Then, Victoria, can you please read?
Yes. Adverb clauses of time. Adverb clauses of time answer the question when. Subordinating conjunctions include as soon.
Are you there? Something happened. She lost her. As soon as and once. I couldn't quite hear. Continue reading, please, Victoria. Apparently she's having trouble. Manuel?
Yes. As soon as you start dancing salsa, you burn about 10 calories a minute.
Remember, the subordinating conjunction is the complement, in this case, a complement of time. For this reason, we have the comma. And then you have subject, verb, object. Could you please answer Victor? Thank you, Axel. Tell her that I cannot hear her. Thank you. Well, so continue, Manuel.
You won't stop dancing once you feel at easy with the tango steps.
It's not easy, it's at ease.
At ease with the tango steps.
Ahora, para que no me le pongas aquí un ruido que no va, acuérdate que esta S la voy a procurar pronunciar con la palabra anterior. You won't stop dancing once you feel at ease with the tango steps. Lo mismo vas a hacer con esta S de aquí, tango steps. A ver, otra vez.
You won't stop dancing once you feel at ease with the tango steps.
Okay, and then read the box, the explanation, please.
As soon as one spreads the idea that when one event happens, another event happens too.
Event, no es event. Event. Can you read again?
As soon as one expressed the idea that when one event happens, another event happens too.
Okay. Victor.
Adverb clauses of place. Adverb clauses of place answer the question where. Subordinating conjunctions include where and wherever.
Conjunctions, not conjunction, conjunctions. No. I'm not sure if we have this in our chart. I don't remember that. Probably we have where, but we don't have wherever. I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue, please, Victor.
I look for parties where I can dance and meet new people.
Ouch. This is not an adverb clause of place. Can you recognize this? What kind of clause is this?
Relative clause.
It's a relative clause defining the parties.
Yeah.
This is not an adverb clause. An adverb clause of place would be something like, oops. Something like, please. What was the? It was parties where there was lots of fun, something like that. Let me see. Let me try to write 3 examples so that you can see the difference. I'm going to take advantage of this. Oops. Oh, no. I can't. I don't know what's going to happen if I write. Well, let's see. So we have exactly the same subordinate clause. But in this case, this is a relative clause because I am defining the house. This is a noun clause because it's not modifying the verb. It's equivalent to something. I don't know something. And this something is where he lives. And this is really an adverb clause because suppose that you give this order to a taxi driver. What is the question that he's going to ask?
Where does he live?
Where? ¿No? Take me where he lives. Where? Entonces les hizo una pregunta con where realmente. Entonces el ejemplo que nos pusieron aquí no está bueno porque no es una adverb clause. Entonces,
so can we say where he lives, take me? Or not?
Where he lives, take me. No, por supuesto que no. Suena horrible. Te entenderían, pero suena muy mal. So, this is not an adverb clause of place. I look for parties where I can dance and meet new people. This is a relative clause. Aquí sí, esta sí es una, wherever there is a dance party, there is an opportunity to meet new people. Esta sí es una adverb clause. Y lo vemos aquí con su coma y todo muy bien. ¿Ok? So, let's continue, Abigail.
Adverb clauses of reason. Adverb clauses of reason answer the question why. Subordinating conjunctions include because, since.
Please read.
I love to dance because dancing is great exercise. Since I need more exercise, I signed up for a ballet class.
Signed up. Signed up for a ballet class.
Since I need more exercise, I signed up for a ballet class.
Ballet class. Todas estas palabras que vienen del francés se pronuncian así. Ballet, cabaret, el ballet parking, eso son A. Suenan A. Okay. So in this case, because it's at the beginning, we have the comma. And in initial position, usually since is more common than because. All right. Hugo.
Yes, teacher. Adverb clause of conditional one.
Plural, plural. Adverb what?
Adverb clauses of conditional one.
Condition, not conditional. Condition.
Condition. Adverb clauses of condition one. Adverb clauses of condition answer the question under what condition.
A ver, espérame tantito. Esta no suena, ¿eh? No se dice answer. Es answer. Y este es como because, acuérdate que suena O, como Santa Claus. Así. Otra vez.
Adverb clauses of conditional answer.
Answer, que no es answer. Answer.
Answer.
Answer.
Adverb clauses of condition as well. The question under what condition.
Lo tienes ya muy anquilosado ese answer. Es answer.
Yeah.
Answer, sí.
Answer.
Los adverb clauses, como Santa Claus, no es clause, es clauses of condition answer the question. Otra vez.
Adverb clauses of condition answer.
Pero si está tachada la W, no tienes permiso de pronunciar la W.
Yeah.
Ajá, entonces,
Adverb clauses.
No es clause. Es así, clauses.
Clauses.
Adverb clauses.
Adverb clauses of condition answer.
No, pero ¿por qué quieres pronunciar answer? Ya te dije que esta letra no está ahí. Answer, así dime. Answer. Answer. O sea, la W no suena.
Yeah.
Answer.
Adverb clauses of condition answer the question under what condition. Subordinating conjunctions include if, unless.
If and what?
Unless.
Unless? You are following the lesson in a cellular phone?
Yeah.
Ajá. Sí, ahí se ve el problema, que está todo muy chiquito y entonces no ves, ¿no? Seguramente. Dice unless.
Unless.
Yo les pasé a través de alguna de sus compañeras un link que venía de la UNAM para aquellos alumnos que necesitaran tableta se contactaran, porque estar tomando la lección en un celular no es muy eficaz, o sea, incluso con buena vista como la que tienen ustedes que están jóvenes, pues da mucho trabajo.
Yeah.
So, please read.
We won't enjoy parties if we don't become better dancers. We won't enjoy parties unless we become better dancers. Unless here means if we don't.
Unless. No
unless.
Unless Unless here means if we don't. Okay. Continue, Lucero.
Adverb clauses of condition 2. Other subordinating conjunction include even if and only if. Even if means that the condition doesn't matter, the result will be the same.
A ver, pero hay un semicolon allí. O sea, aquí la entonación va para abajo.
Okay. Even if means that the condition doesn't matter, the result will be the same.
Now read the sentence.
We'll have fun at the party even if we don't get to dance. And we will have fun at the party only if we get to dance. Only if means that only one condition will produce the result. Bless you.
Thank you. Okay. Then, Laura.
Yes. Adverb clauses of contrast. Adverb clauses of contrast point out two opposite ideas. Subordinating conjunction include also, even if.
A ver, espérame. ¿Cómo dices padre en inglés? Mi padre.
Father.
Father. Con esa misma D va although.
Okay. Although, even if, even though, so, whereas, and while. Robert signed them.
No, acuérdense que este no suena. Sign.
Okay. Robert signed them up for waltz lessons, even though Rhonda wanted to learn salsa.
Even though, not even so. Even though.
Even though.
Not the father. Even though.
Even though. Robert signed them up for waltz lessons, even though Rhonda wanted to learn salsa. Whereas Rhonda prefers salsa, Robert prefers the waltz.
So again, we see that when the complement is at the end, we don't have any comma. When the complement is in initial position, we have the comma. Okay. So now we have the exercise. We have to combine two sentences and we have to choose from the connectors given in the box. We have the example. She's taking a dance class. She wants to meet new friends. What do you propose, Axel? What should the option, the connector be, and what is the sentence?
Because she's taking a dance class because she wants to meet new friends.
Again.
Because she's taking a dance class because she wants to meet new friends.
Pero es que como me dices because dos veces, me quedo hecha una confusión mental tremenda. A ver, nada más dime la oración.
She is taking a dance class because she wants to meet new friends.
That's it. Or you have the option to put the because at the beginning. Because she wants to meet new friends, comma, she's taking a dance class.
Yes.
Okay, well, so now get ready with your notebooks because you're going to have these 4 pairs of ideas and you have to choose from the connectors. Go ahead. Do it silently and individually. Ready? Have you finished?
Yes.
Yeah, the others?
No yet, teacher.
For those who have problems with pronunciation, remember that I recommended some dictation exercises for you to practice on your own over the holidays when we had the Holy Week. So I strongly recommend taking those dictation exercises. Some of you need them urgently so that you can improve your pronunciation and your listening comprehension both. So you need that kind of practice. We don't have time to do that in the classroom. And these online lessons are not probably the best modality to practice dictation. But you have the links, so please work on that. Well, Monse, number 1, please.
Unless he takes ballroom dance every semester, comma, he isn't happy. He isn't a happy person.
Does everybody agree?
Yes.
No.
Me.
Yes.
I am you.
No.
What do you disagree with, Lucero?
With the conjunction,
Which one do you want to use?
I prefer since.
So you think that taking dance lessons is a source of unhappiness?
Or maybe even so.
Okay, give me your sentence with even though.
Even though he takes ballroom dance every semester, comma, he isn't a happy person.
Probably that one, yes, even though I would accept. But if you use unless, we need to make some changes in the tense. I don't agree with the answer here. I feel we need something different here. What do we need?
Could be he will be.
He won't be because the consequence is in the future. A menos que tome clases, no será una persona feliz. Pero a menos que tome clases, no es una persona feliz. No tiene lógica, ¿no? Esto es won't be. So in the other version, with even though, it's possible, but with unless, it's not possible. All right. Then, Pauline, what do you have in number 2?
Since you include warm-up exercises, dancing won't hurt you.
¿Y me la puedes traducir?
Sería el since lo tomé como, entonces podría ser como tú incluiste ejercicios de calentamiento, bailar no te lastimará.
Bueno, lo traduces todo con una gran liberalidad, ¿no?
Sí, creo que sí.
Y hasta le cambiaste a pasado aquí. Ajá. Entonces, no, o sea, yo no veo el pasado, entonces está un poquito liberal la cuestión. Does anybody have a different solution?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you have? Okay, Sandra?
If you include warm-up exercise, then you won't hurry.
Plural, Sandra? El plural de exercise?
Exercises.
Ahora todo.
If you include warm-up exercises, dancing won't hurt you.
It's a condition. If you include warm-up exercises, comma, dancing won't hurt you. Is it clearer now, Olin?
Yes.
Okay. Then, number 3, Mildred.
Since I began dancing last year, I feel happier and healthier.
Let's see. With the comma. And then, finally, let's see, Gabriel.
Yes. Since most people associate dance only with loud parties, dance will help you to be healthier.
¿Y tradúcemela?
Desde que muchas personas asocian el baile con fiestas muy ruidosas, el baile te ayudará a ser más sano.
¿Sí? ¿Estás satisfecho con tu oración?
No.
Está un poco surrealista, vamos a decir, ¿no?
Yeah.
¿Qué sería más lógico?
We could write maybe even though.
Maybe even though. Now give me the sentence.
Even though most people associate dance only with loud parties, dance will help you to be healthier.
That sounds more reasonable. And we know that this comma is wrong. Because the comma is necessary only when it is, the complement is at the beginning. Is it clear? Any question? Questions?
Yes, teacher. Well, in number 3, we can use once. For example,
I began, no. tendrías que usar futuro. Si dices once, tendrías que usar I will feel.
Ok.
¿Sí queda claro? O sea, una vez que empiece... Oh, no, pero es el año pasado. A ver, espera, esto está peor. Ajá. Entonces, ¿qué quieres usar? Once.
Yes.
O sea, una vez que empecé a bailar el año pasado, suena rarísimo, el once y last year. Entonces, lo que necesitaría yo aquí es pasado. I felt happier and healthier. ¿Sí me explico?
But we can use it like I began dancing last year once I feel happier and healthier.
O sea, ¿qué pasó primero? Primero te
I began dancing.
Ajá, si empezaste, si la acción 1 es bailar, entonces primero va once. Once I began dancing, pero había que quitarle el last year porque suena horrendo. Once I began dancing, I started feeling happier, pero la consecuencia está en el pasado también. No puedo decir, una vez que empecé a bailar, me siento mejor. No, me sentí mejor. ¿Sí se explica o no?
Yes.
Pues así, entonces, si tú usas once, ¿no? Aquí este since no es de tiempo, por eso es que no lo pueden traducir como, aquí no es desde que empecé a bailar el año pasado, es puesto que empecé a bailar, me siento mejor. Es como un because, este número 3.
Okay. I get it, teacher. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Any other question?
In the 4?
In number 4?
In the number 4, it's better to use once.
Is it possible to use once? Yes. That will help you to be healthier once most people associate dance only with loud parties, like that? Or where?
Or once most people associate dance only with loud parties, that will help you to be healthier.
O sea, es lo mismo. O sea, tú quieres poner aquí once. Y lo quieres poner hasta el principio. Ay, Dios. Ay, ahora ya no va a salir.
Sorry.
Ahora ya se desconchaba esto. Aquí. ¿Cómo traduces, cómo interpretas once?
Como una vez.
Pero no es nada más una vez. Cuando dicen once upon a time, sí es una vez. Pero cuando es subordinating conjunction, es una vez que.
Ok.
Entonces, una vez que terminé el ejercicio, me fui a tomar una ducha. O sea, primero terminé el ejercicio y luego me fui a bañar. Eso quiere decir once, cuando está usado como subordinating conjunction. ¿No?
Ok.
Entonces, una vez que, entonces no puedo, esta oración no queda con una vez que. O sea, el baile te hará sentir más sano una vez que la mayoría de la gente asocia el baile con las fiestas ruidosas.
No, nada que ver.
No tiene lógica, ¿no?
Sí.
¿Eh?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, so you already have your homework. Remember, ASAR, reduction of relative clauses, exercise 34. Because it was important to see this because next class we will be practicing precisely the reduction of adverb clauses. That is the topic of next class. So try not to miss it. See you Thursday.
See you, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. See you.
Bye. This is me. Alright, so we have the further practice. Oh, no, this is not. Go away. And then we have, this is further practice. And now let me share my screen. So the first thing that we had to do was to ask the yes/no question and all the possible information questions for this sentence. So, Victor, is it Victor here or Manuel? I'm confusing.
Manuel.
Manuel, please.
Will the director
Okay, let me choose the word. Will the director
give a speech
give a speech
in the graduation ceremony?
in the graduation ceremony? Good. Okay, give me any of your information questions, Lucero.
Who will give a speech in the graduation ceremony?
Who will give a speech in the graduation ceremony? Now, Laura, give me one of your questions.
What will the director do?
What will the director do? It's not a bad idea if you write this in the graduation. Porque si no está muy amplia, ¿no? Pues, ¿qué va a hacer? Pues, quién sabe, desayunar, bañarse, dormir, ver la tele. Entonces, tengo que precisar in the graduation ceremony.
Okay.
Okay, Gabriel.
Where will the director give a speech?
Where will the director give a speech? And that's all, right? Or
yes.
Does anybody have a different question?
Yes.
Essentially, that's what we can do. Now we have to transform this sentence into tenses. Well, let's start with the simple present. Who's here? Let me see, because I'm a little bit lost. So we have Laura, Lucero, Hugo. Hugo, please. The director gives a speech in the graduation ceremony. Now, in the same tense, but the negative form, Manuel?
Yes, the director doesn't give a speech in the graduation ceremony.
Now, the yes/no question, Laura?
Does the director give a speech in the graduation ceremony?
Okay. Now we have to move to the present perfect, Lucero.
The director has given a speech in the graduation ceremony.
Okay. Hugo, the negative form.
Yes, teacher. The director hasn't given a speech in the graduation ceremony.
The yes, no question, Manuel.
Has the director given a speech in the graduation ceremony?
Now we have the past, the simple past. Laura.
The director gave a speech in the graduation ceremony.
Lucero, the negative one.
Okay. The director didn't give a speech in the graduation ceremony.
And finally, Gabriel.
Did the director give a speech in the graduation ceremony?
Okay. Okay. Well, so do you think you still need more practice, or you feel comfortable already asking questions?
If you want, for me, it's just a little bit more. With other,
I'm asking you if you think you need more, so that I can.
I don't know the others. For me, yes.
So you want more practice?
More practice, please.
Teacher, for me, maybe I need more practice, but in Team and Dream.
Team and Rain. Yeah, that's more difficult to find exercises on Team and Rain.
And also, I have some problems identifying noun clauses from the other ones.
Well, don't worry, because this is not an official topic in the course. So that is why we have not, I have just mentioned them, but you don't have to study them, because I am not going to include them in the test. The only thing that I can tell you, if you want to facilitate, is, for example, all the things that you have studied in reported speech. Have you ever studied reported speech?
Yes.
Are noun clauses. These are noun clauses. He told me that I should go to the doctor. These are noun clauses. Todas las reported speeches son noun clauses.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Entonces, y todas las que se llaman indirect questions. Do you know where he lives? Todas las indirect questions, no sé cómo les llamen, ustedes les hayan puesto embedded questions, included questions. Todas esas son noun clauses. Ya, no se los dicen para ya no atormentarlos, ¿no? Yo aquí salió para que se viera la diferencia, pero no hay necesidad de saberlo. Si tú puedes producir el reported speech, si tú puedes producir las included questions, no importa si no sabes que estás produciendo una noun clause. No le agrega nada a tu fluidez ni a tu calidad de lenguaje.
Okay.
No te preocupes mucho por eso.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
What about run-on sentences?
Sí, las run-on sentences, sí, eso sí se les complica. Pero eso también vamos a tener toda una parte de revisión de todos los temas en el curso general. O sea, previo al examen, vamos a tener revisión de todos los temas. Connectors, run-on sentences, asking questions, the things that we have studied. And eventually, yes, I have to include theme and ring.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, I am going to give you one sentence to write, and for homework, you will have to do the same. Ask the yes/no question and ask all the information questions you can.
Okay.
Let me see. What? Very strange weather. Se las voy a poner aquí. Entonces van a hacerlo con esto. So the yes/no question and all the information questions you can.
Okay, teacher.
All right. And I would try to find exercises on Themarin, but it's not so obvious. And there used to be very nice exercises, but they disappeared from our website. I don't know, the creator probably stopped paying and all his exercises disappeared.